Hey guys, today we're starting a new little series called On Our Radar, where we just talk about shows we've been into lately and offer a concise snippet of our opinions. Shows we'll be covering today include She-Ra, Princesses of Power, The Dragon Prince, and Houseki no Kuni.
To kick things off, let's talk about She-Ra, which just came out with its second season. After season 1, we refrained from making a video because of our mixed opinions. Overall, we enjoy this show. It has likable characters, good relationship development, good pacing, good but hit or miss humor, and is generally just very easy to watch. It has a very fun and adventurous vibe, but it is also able to weave in more mature and compelling themes despite being overall pretty lighthearted.
Season 1 had a mostly cohesive plot. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Season 2 was noticeably shorter and thus lacked the same coherence. It wasn't quite filler, because the episodes all obviously related back to the larger conflict, but it also didn't feel like it had the same direction that Season 1 had going for it. Personally, we were able to excuse this and enjoy the show anyway, because the show is carried by its characters rather than its plot.
We wish the show would take itself more seriously. Sometimes it's able to strike a good balance between fun and angst, but other times it goes a little too hard on the friendship is magic stuff. The show gets a lot of criticism for character design and what some see as pandering to the LGBT community, but personally, those things don't really make or break the show for us. Overall, we're excited by the prospect of a season 3.
True. Next up we have The Dragon Prince. Come season 1, we were underwhelmed. The animation was jarring, the direction of the characters and their development was unclear, and the writing felt kind of two-dimensional. We weren't really too excited about it. It wasn't a bad show, it just wasn't anything to write home about either.
Then season 2 aired, and our opinions shifted massively. The animation improved immensely. While the lowered frame rate was still present, it was much smoother, and they made greater use of the 3D medium than they did in season 1. The characters evolved into their own people. Obviously, they had personalities in season 1, but now they had direction. Their arcs were beginning to materialize. The writing had much more nuance and made us care about the characters and the plot in equal measure.
The relationships detailed in season 2 between parents and their children were heartbreaking. The parallel between Callum revealing their father had died to Ezrin and their father revealing the death of Callum's mother was devastating. Understanding their father and getting to know him as a character made us understand Callum and Ezrin more. Also, the humor was much better.
Overall, season 2 made the world feel more immersive and the characters feel more fleshed out. We like how the lore is revealed in a way that's relevant to the present conflict. We had a much better understanding of the past, the present, and the future. Before, we really weren't sure where the show was going other than bringing the egg to Zadia. Season 1 told us they wanted to restore peace, but Season 2 made us care about it.
Finally, we have Houseki no Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous. It's not new, but we only watched it recently. The biggest thing we have to say about this show is the animation. Never before have we watched an anime made almost entirely in 3D and been so impressed. We like to shit on 3D for being less artistic and generally just less visually attractive, but Houseki no Kuni really took the medium and utilized it to its fullest extent. This anime would absolutely not have been nearly as incredible if not for the complex camera angles, beautiful character rigs, and detail allowed by the 3D animation.
Beyond the animation, there are so many other good things to say about Houseki no Kuni. The unique concept, the balance of scientific and Buddhist elements, the great voice acting, the diverse cast of personalities, the music, the writing, it just all comes together to create a beautiful show.
It's not without its flaws. Because the characters are so distinctly inhuman, the way they interact can sometimes be difficult to relate to. Even when the characters are experiencing emotions or engaging with each other in ways that should be relatable, it feels detached and totally foreign to how humans would experience those things. While some people may be turned off by that, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It lends itself to the story, putting emphasis on the very important fact that these characters are vastly different from humans. It begins to feel more like an artistic commentary than any kind of traditional story, and people looking for a show with relatable characters might find it difficult to get into. But ultimately, when taking into consideration that this is intentional, the viewer is able to get a different kind of enjoyment from a story about the nature of humanity.
That's it for this week's On Our Radar. We recommend checking out any of these shows if you haven't seen them already. If you have seen them, let us know what you think in the comments below. We've got a bunch of different things coming your way this summer that we can't wait to share. As always, thanks for watching,
and don't forget to smash that!
Thank you to all of our patrons for making this all possible. A special thank you to our Space Explorer patron, Alex Dressball.